Hey, Facebook Live. It's Angela and my sister, my girl, my friend, Monica Carbone.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
We're in Dallas or we're in, is it Irving or Dallas?
We're in Grapevine.
We're in Grapevine. Gosh, I didn't get either one of them right. I've been here 8 years and I'm still learning it. Okay, so we are at the DoubleTree Hotel. We are at our Success Strategy Weekend training. It's been a training like none other. And we kind of just wanted to get together and sit and talk to you a little bit just about how we met and just some of the amazing things that we've learned about each other as we've grown. Because it's been 3 years now since I've known you.
It sure has. It's
And
been
3 years. But this business, you've been in business how long?
18 years. 18 years with Pure Romance.
What? I don't even think I realized that.
Yes, since 2000. Yes. 18 and counting now.
18 years. Hi, Charlene. 18 years. Wow. That is amazing. So, like, when you girls and guys, see us on here and you see us talking about this business, like, I've only been in it 3 years, but you've been in it 18 years. So you're like, proof is in the pudding that this is an amazing business. It's a legit business. You obviously wouldn't still be doing this if it wasn't helping you to take care of your family.
Oh, absolutely not. This business has just blessed me in so many ways. Originally, I started out becoming a consultant just to get out and make some new friends. I was a stay-at-home mom with my first child, who is 19 now. He was 1. And make some extra money and just meet some ladies in the community, and it very quickly, within the first 6 months, it turned into a passion, and it became so fun that I saw more opportunity invite itself into my life to not only continue, I would say, doing the business for my own needs and wants and desires, but to offer it to other ladies as time went on and build my team, my organization, which is an $8 million organization.
I was going to say, she's got an $8 million team.
Yes. Team Prosperity, and it's been so fun. I think, wouldn't you agree that when you do something that's fun and that you would love to get out and go do, and you're passionate about it,
yes.
It's easy, it flows, and it will just grow. I know you've had tremendous growth this past year. I've watched you fly in our city here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and you see the same thing happening.
I do. But you know what? You touched on something that is so important, guys. Like, she touched on the fact that to do something that's fun, something that just flows, it just comes naturally. Because I've been fighting a sinus infection like over the last 2 weeks, right? So I've been traveling, I've been going to trainings, I've been doing my parties, and I haven't been feeling 100%. But I'm so excited about my work that it doesn't make me not want to go to work. And I guarantee you, if I were working in someone's office, some organization, where I was doing something that wasn't really meaningful for me, like I wasn't attached to a purpose or why, then I would be calling in sick. Like, I would not be going to work. I'd be like, oh no, I'm calling out sick today. But I don't want to not be around women like you. I don't want to not be around my clients that I know that I'm helping. So it makes me get up out of my bed every day. Do you feel that?
Absolutely. It makes you get up. And you know what? The best part about that is when you are feeling a little under the weather, what I've always said is, I don't think I could go back to a regular job. No. I've been doing this so long and have had my own business and make my own hours that when you are feeling a little under the weather, you can take care of yourself, take care of your health.
Yep.
Do whatever you need to do to get to feeling better, and you could work any time of the day or night, work on your progress, work on your goals for the coming month, year, whatever they might be, schedule your parties around that. And you know what? You never have to call in sick to a boss, because you are your own master boss, master plan of your own destiny, your own life. That's what I feel. I could never go back to the old way because I'm too spoiled now.
Oh yeah, no, we're really spoiled. We're really spoiled, okay? And I'm 3 years spoiled. She's 18 years spoiled, so she's got a multi-million-dollar team. But yeah, I mean, you could even, like you said, plan and work on your business at home, but you can even do parties at home, like online parties.
Oh yes, now with oh my goodness, with the ease and this age of social media and where that is taking us, the sky's the limit. There's no reason why, you can just easily change your plan. And I even thought, oh my goodness, you know what's so neat and unique about this? I remember years ago, say like when we'd have bad weather blow through, a storm might come through. So even a snowstorm here in North Texas, and does happen, not often, but when it does, everybody freaks out, right?
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh! And my hostess would call me and say, Monica, oh my gosh, I think people aren't going to show up. What am I going to do? I bought all this food, blah blah blah, and you know what? The party's not going to happen. Guess what? Now it's so much easier to have a home-based business and do what we do, because if the weather does get bad or something like that happens. It doesn't stop you. You can go live in a private event now and still have your party.
Yep.
She doesn't lose out on everything she's planned. She's still going to get a great benefit from hosting her party.
Yeah.
There's so many other things that have happened with social media that I truly feel like have given us all. I'm really sorry about this morning.
Yeah. Hotel work.
But I feel like it has opened up more opportunities for us just to sell in many different ways besides just catalog parties or a party in person, because something happens, you can always make an adjustment and go right to a Facebook private group, still have that party and have fun.
That's
yes.
cool. I was just thinking, can I ask you a personal question? I know I'm putting you on the spot. I know I hear from so many women at my parties how what we do and our products help them in their marriages. And I know, even girls that are on my team, I hear them say, their husbands say that they're so much happier. Like, since they've gotten into this business, they come home and they're like, you're different. Like, you seem so much happier. I love who you're becoming. I see the confidence in you, all of that stuff. Did you experience that with Mike? Because I know your husband, like, when you first got into the business.
Oh yeah, well, absolutely, because my son, he was a toddler, and I was a stay-at-home mom, really. I used to be in the hospitality industry before I got married, and just being taken out of that, and I thought it would be great just to be a stay-at-home mom, but what happened was instead of it being a luxury and something that I thought, this is going to be wonderful, I started kind of losing a lot of my own personal just self, and the way that I had a lot of girlfriends and things that made me happy. And don't get me wrong, I love being a mother and all of that, but I needed to be around people. So as soon as I went to this party, I came home with, oh goodness, this was 18 years ago. What would it be now? I guess I came home with $100 worth of products.
Okay.
To spice it up, and girl, now I'm sure I'd come home with 500.
Yeah.
And that same point, if you
Easy.
compared apples to oranges, right?
Yes, easily.
So, and I thought, this is just we weren't really in a rut maritally, but taking care of a young baby, it was the best prescription to get back jiggy with it and get it going
I like
on,
that.
girl.
Hey.
And yes, and put that little pep back in the way I felt about, this made me excited about where relations could possibly go after childbirth.
Yeah.
And for women, a lot of us, we don't really know, and it's not comfortable to go to a store or shop online because you're not sure what you're going to get. With Pure Romance, and you have a party with one of us for sure, or your local consultant, whoever that may be.
Right. Even you, because anybody can do this. Like,
Absolutely.
because when you got into this business, you didn't have any experience with...
Oh, I didn't even have a trainer. This was such a new, I gambled on something that was huge. I didn't think I would even be accepted back then. But guess what? People embraced the idea. I bought my own kit, didn't have any training because there wasn't a consultant in my area. And I had to just read the notes, wing it, and I didn't know where it was going to go. But my first party, not even knowing what I was doing, I had two ladies want to book parties. And I knew I was onto something, and I told my husband that, and he said, well, if you think this is going to be a great thing, go for it. Mm-hmm. He supported me 110%. And never looked back as far as that went.
18 years if you're just hopping on. 18
back
years.
when it was taboo, girl.
Yeah.
It was not socially accepted back then.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Like it is now. But now anybody can do this. We have fabulous. What do you say about the training?
Oh my gosh.
She's a trainer.
Oh my gosh.
Training department now right here, and don't we have tell them what they can expect from the training?
We do. Our training, so again, if you're someone that has been thinking about a career change or even just to make some extra cash, I mean, just the time we live in, everyone needs multiple streams of income, right? So if you're like saying, man, I would totally do this in a heartbeat. I'd love to do what you girls do. You look like you have so much fun all the time. You're traveling, you get all this stuff, but I don't think I have the time. I could never do what you do because I don't know anything. Girls, I started this not knowing a thing. As outgoing as I am, and you all see, I'm very outgoing. So it's not hard for me to talk to people, but it's hard for you to talk to people when you're not confident in what you're talking to them about.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was a fish out of water, but the training that they give you is so amazing. Like step by step by step. I mean, they literally lay the roadmap out for you. Like they give you the blueprint. They really do. Like you cannot fail at what we do unless you just don't do it.
Absolutely. And you're taught from the best of the best, cream of the crop, ladies who are confident. But let me tell you, a lot of these ladies, they were some of the shyest people.
Yes.
They thought they could never do this
True.
right.
True story.
Ever. And their lives have been changed and transformed. Their families' lives are tremendously improved by the gift that they've been given, and not only their income but their relationships that encompass their whole life. I would say emotionally, everything. And then once you start succeeding, you get a little bit of that success. Guess what? Success breeds more success and more success. And if you surround yourself with positive people, like she and I, of course, it's just, you're going to have a win-win situation. There's no way you can lose. But I know a lot of you probably have questions and wonder, how do you even get started with something like this? What does it take to get started? Am I the right person who could even think about doing this? Would I be the right type? Guess what? There is no type.
Yeah,
wouldn't you say? There's no certain type, age group, demographic.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. And there's someone out there that needs to hear from you. You know what I mean? Like there's somebody that you can relate to that can relate to you that needs to hear from you. You know what I mean? Like there's something that you give, there's something that I give that's different. We go to our parties and we share our backstories, and there's always at least one person at that party that's like, oh my gosh, that was me. Like that was my story. You just don't know. I went through this, I went through that. So we're like counselors in a sense too, I feel like. You know what I mean?
I do. I feel that way too. And what really makes me feel good, and tell me if this happens to you. I'm sure it does because you've been in the business a good while now. If you stick with it, this will happen. And just because we are successful at what we do right now, I mean, we just had a class about this yesterday, and some talked about it some this morning. I mean, things aren't always rosy with everyone all the time in life. I mean, everything's not always perfect. But, and we have our times when we need more parties on our calendar. The difference is continuing to engage and don't stop. But when you get say you're going through a hard time, and if you're a woman of prayer and you think that's what I go to. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely.
When I need things, I go to prayer, and I do prayer all the time. But whatever it is you do though, and sure enough, I start thinking I need some more parties. I'm going to do the things I need to do to get that, and things will happen. And ladies tell me this all the time. You'll get maybe even a message on Messenger.
Oh yeah.
And it's from someone that you partied with 2 or 3 years ago, and they remembered you, and you thought, wow, I didn't even know I had an impact.
Yeah.
But they'll write a long paragraph about how much they enjoyed the party that they attended with you, and how you made them feel, and just reading. And this just happened to me 2 days ago. Just reading this, and she said, this particular lady said, I'm so excited. I want you to do my party, but we want to do it at my girlfriend's house in Arlington, and we want you, blah blah blah. And those kind of affirmations, when you get them out of the blue, those are some of the most positive things that work on your mind as a woman.
It really feeds your soul, I feel like.
They do.
You know what I mean?
Because you really impacted a woman's life that you probably, in your daily routine, whatever. You didn't hear from them, but you will hear from people years later that they did not forget you. And so don't ever think that you aren't going to have a wonderful impact, tremendous impact on women every day, and those blessings keep coming about as the years go on.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm a firm believer that the more people that you help to become successful, the more successful you become. And I was going to say real quickly, because we could talk about this all day.
We could.
We really could, and we don't want to.
She and I play off good together. I didn't even know this. We should do more of this together.
Yes, but one of the girls on my team, new girl, she was doing a video yesterday because we're training and we're teaching in some different things, and she just really shared, like, she's really shy, and we're doing this social media challenge, so I have her doing these videos every day just to get comfortable talking to people. And just the things that I heard her say, like, literally brought me to tears, that she's really, her whole life she's just worked for everyone else and not been gratified. There's been no gratification, just hard work, labor work, just to feed her family and take care of her siblings and stuff like that, and that she's kind of lost herself and that she's not been living her life. And since she's gotten into this business, and her mom passed away last year, so it's like she really feels like now she's beginning to live, and it was just so, I'm like, wow, I helped to make that impact on her. That she, I introduced her to something that is changing her world. And it just, what it does for you, it's really, I can't even put it into words, that I see this woman becoming alive. She's living.
Angela, that is just, that statement right there shows so much about what this business really has to offer. And just that right there, how did that make you feel when you heard that? I was in tears watching the video, because she was very uncomfortable doing the video, but she's just so determined to live, and she's just, her word for the year is explore. She's exploring herself, and she brought her sister in. Her sister is now a consultant, so they're taking the journey together. That is amazing.
And she said that she doesn't want her nieces and nephews and children to see that they the struggle. Like, she wants them to see you can enjoy life and still work, love what you do, and so she's doing it. And I'm so proud of her. It's like, I'm a proud mom. It's so
And that exact thing that you just described, we see women go through that and have that thing all of a sudden where it just clicks, and they start to live their best life. And
Best Life Now. That's our hashtag. That's our hashtag.
Yes.
Best Life Now.
It is Best Life Now. And you know what? You all can have that. And we heard from our CEO last night, Chris Ciccanelli. He was speaking on that topic, that you really, whatever job you're doing in life, all of us have to work and provide for our families, for ourselves, whatever it may be, loved ones, elderly, who knows? Everyone in America, out there in the world, you have a different reason for what you do, but most of us do have to work, okay? And are you doing what, we can end with this, the passionate statement, are you doing something now so that as you get older, you won't have to work as hard? Is what you're doing right now a regular job where you're just making the bills every week and you're staying ahead, where you can always buy your groceries, you're comfortable? But if you lost that job, if things went away, would you be able to have several months saved for, God forbid, some kind of catastrophe, or you have to help out?
Like now, the shutdown, the government shutdown. That's a perfect example.
Yes. Or a family member, a family member who's not getting the paycheck, and they need your help. I met a lady the other day, and I'm not going to get off too much on this, but she's helping 4 of her siblings. She was in tears, trying to figure out what she was going to do. So like you said, the shutdown, things like that. So I think about things like that and how blessed I've been and how I know this business works.
18 years. I just can't get over that. Gosh. And doesn't she look great? Like, it doesn't even look like you could have been in the business for 18 years.
Oh my gosh, thank you. You're lovely too. Lovely lady.
And this woman embraced me in this business. I mean, look, she's been in 18 years. I'm a babe at this, and just to get you to see how the sisterhood is, she could totally be like, just keep it real. She could totally be like a snob. She's a millionaire. millionaire up here. She doesn't have time for peons. She, from the very beginning, like my first month in business, I messaged her on Facebook, and she and I had a wonderful conversation back and forth, and you just embraced me from the beginning, you know, like it just didn't matter.
Thank you. I feel like I'm a very aunt version of Jenny from the block.
Oh!
That's what I always want to be. I
Yes.
never want to get too big for my britches because
Yes.
you know what? I know where I came from.
Yes.
I didn't come from money. My parents divorced young, and I truly feel blessed and very, very thankful and gracious for everything I've been able to do with this opportunity. And anyone can do it because I did not have anything except the will and the desire to achieve, and I knew I would put forth the effort to do that. And so many women, you have that and you just maybe you don't know.
Yeah.
But
I'm thankful for Pure Romance. Our Pure Romance, I wish I would have known about this 18 years ago.
Yes, because it's a business that everyone, just think about it, everyone has a relationship. I always say you either have a relationship with a partner or you have one with yourself. Okay,
Yep.
that's just the way it is.
Yep.
And if we get really honest about it, that's the truth.
Yeah.
We all have relationships, and whether you're single or you're married, you know, whatever it may be.
And relationship issues. So
Issues,
we help to
yes.
solve them. So,
Absolutely.
you know,
Mhm,
it's
we
great.
do.
So we're not going to talk you guys to death. We really appreciate you hopping on.
The business.
Yes. Yeah.
Sunshine.
She wanted to know about it. Yeah. It's
Yes.
Pure Romance. If you've ever heard it, if you've not heard of us, definitely can look us up, and we'll definitely share this video on your page as well, Monica. And just thanks for watching, guys. If you can't, you should be able to feel the love and the passion that just oozes from the both of us. Like, to be able to do what you love, you don't work a day in your life.
Absolutely, and we have something for everyone. Did you want to tell them about our beautiful lingerie collection we just launched for Valentine's
Oh, you're the
Day?
lingerie queen, honey. You tell them.
Lingerie. Okay, we
Yes.
always say sexy isn't a size. I always say sexy isn't a size. It's an attitude,
Yes.
and we carry lingerie, beautiful,
Yes. And Bath and Beauty,
and
everything.
Bath and Beauty, all of it. But for every woman's size. It is the Valentine's season, and we would love to hook you up with a party.
That's right.
Party with us.
Yes.
Ask us about the business opportunity, anything, because we're here to help, and we just love what we do, and we want to share it with all of you.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Look, I don't even know what day it is. Is it Saturday? Yeah,
I
it's
know
Saturday.
we're here for the training all weekend, and it's so exciting, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
It is.
Not
So
keeping track of time.
Not keeping track of time. Nope. We're getting our learn on, right?
Awesome. Well, you guys have a great rest of your day, and just, find what you love. If it's not Pure Romance, whatever it is, do what you love, and do it so well that people cannot take their eyes off of you, and you will be successful.
Absolutely. Yes.
This is Angela Robinson and
Monica Carbone.
signing off.
Bye.